My name is Nuri Wenekers, and today we will be discussing the book Animal Farm, written by George Orwell. Animal Farm was written and published on August 17th, 1945. The book follows a group of animals on a farm who are mistreated by their farmer. As a result of this, they decide to rise against the lazy farmer and take over the barn for themselves. Many conflicts occur due to lack of leadership, and by the end of the book, the evil pig Napoleon and his gang of pigs end up taking over the barn and treating the animals just as poorly as the original farmer. The book was written as an allegory of the 1917 Russian Revolution and also based on the Stalinist era in the Soviet Union. Many of the characters in Animal Farm are based on true characters. For example, Napoleon is based on the real-life Russian dictator Joseph Stalin. Old Major was based on Karl Marx, although some do say that he was based on Vladimir Lenin. And Snowball was based on Trotsky. The song I picked that relates best to Animal Farm is Animal and Man, written by Dead Prez. The reason why I picked this song to best represent Animal Farm is because the song itself takes many key elements from the book Animal Farm. For example, the song uses an instrumental sampling from an old violin, going with the tone of the 1940s and the Russian Revolution, as well uses other instrumental samples, best representing the Soviet era and the Russian Revolution. The song also borrows themes from Animal Farm, specifically in the title. The title Animal and Man is a reference to the end of Animal Farm, in which the pigs are compared to the men, specifically the farmers who mistreated the animals, just as the pigs are mistreating the animals.
Therefore, the only course left was revolution, which was understandable. And since the pigs promised to lead it in the interest of all the animals, they planned to full of.
I decided to use two quotes to best represent the story, using the ECD's tropology, specifically situational irony, and personification. The first quote is found on chapter 10, page 112. All animals are created equal, but some animals are created more equal than others. This quote is an example of irony simply because the quote is very ironic and contradicts itself. The mention of equality means that all the animals are created equally. However, it contradicts itself by saying some animals are created more equal than others. This is a list of the commandments which was edited by Napoleon. Our next quote is found again in chapter 10, this time on page 118, near the end of the book. No question now. What had happened to the faces of the pigs? The creatures outside looked from pig to man, and from man to pig, and from pig to man again, but already it was impossible to say which was which. This quote is an example of personification, specifically because they compared the pigs, which are animals, to man. Throughout the story, the animals have distinct hate for the farmers and distinct hate for humans. This is because the animals are so mistreated by the farmers that they believe animals and humans should live separately. Comparing the book Animal Farm to one of the books we read in class, I decided to pick The Kite Runner. In The Kite Runner, the themes of the Taliban and the takeover of Afghanistan are explored. We see the power, hunger, and corruption of the Taliban. I compared this to the power, hunger, and corruption of the pigs in Animal Farm, as they too take over land, specifically the farm.